We always pay attention to the front of our body, which is a great asset to us. But to understand how the body works and to look good all year and functionally always in tune with your body, understand this. The muscles that you don't see are the ones that are most important. Let me repeat that back to you. The muscles that you don't see in the mirror are the ones that you want to pay the most to. All right? So what does that entail? Everything in front of you is amazing. Work on that. But the ones that take more priority are the muscles that are behind you. What does that entail? Working those hamstrings. Working that lower back. Work those glutes. Work the entire back. You hear me? Those exercises that build all this strong posterior is going to always leave you in a good space. I've never seen somebody with strong hamstrings that has knee pain. And if it is, it's because of injury that they did something totally outside of what they were supposed to do with their body. They may be doing something where they work in the same muscle group every day, or they jumping all the times all over the concrete. All right? One thing you got to put strong emphasis on, no matter what you're doing, 2 days out of the week, make sure you hit legs. And when I say hit legs, for every muscle group of quad you do, you're doing 2 for the hamstring. What does that mean? I got 5 exercises. For every 2 exercises I do with the quad, I need 2 or more with the hamstring. I want them hamstrings stronger than the quad so you release that knee pain. All right? So focus on what I'm doing today. I'll put this slam here so I can put a lot more emphasis on my hamstring. So if you don't got a lot of heavy weight, this will definitely develop that hamstring to be a lot stronger. The slant helps you to put a little bit more tension onto those hamstrings. Let me show you. I got my 27.5s and I'm going for the glory. I'm grabbing my foot, I'm going as high as I possibly can while I'm still able to initiate power from my heel. I'm driving down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all right? Now, I like to make it a little bit harder for myself. So how do I do that? I put my foot into like a kickstand position, and I'm driving my hands towards my feet. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Switch legs. Same positioning. Kickstand on the opposite foot. Now while I'm doing this movement, I'm not just hinging my body over. I'm shifting my hips as if I'm trying to close the door with my glutes. So before I even go down to the movement, I'm shifting my hips, driving my glutes to the back of the wall. Let's do it. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right back again. Keep those dumbbells in your hand. Build that endurance. Endurance is key for that power. For that power. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, kickstand, kickstand position, right back into it. Standing right on that platform. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's get it again. What else? What can we do? We got dumbbells, you grab them now. All right? One thing about certain movements, the changing of your foot or the angle that you're changing the positioning with your foot can hit something totally different. What do I mean? So if I'm hitting my feet straight and I'm squatting like this, the emphasis, I'm gonna hit more quad than anything. I turn my feet out and I'm gonna hit a little bit more into my adductors. I turn them completely out, I can hit a little bit more hamstring. See how that works? So me changing the angle of my foot can engage something totally different. So me putting emphasis on keeping them close, driving my knee forward, I hit more quads. Turning it slightly out, hit a little bit more adductors. Coming completely out, I'm hitting more hamstrings and adductors, all right? And it's an emphasis on slowing it down and controlling it, all right? What do I mean? Let's go to it. Keeping them weights together. You can see my feet. I'm driving the weights together. Turn my feet out. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Ooh. Let it burn. That hit different. 5 more to go. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now where do I feel it? Adductors, glutes. Adductors, glutes. Let them work. You don't see no bad results in building up that posterior. When the adductors is working, the hamstrings is working, the glutes is working, you can push. Fight for the glory. Chase that chicken. Round 1. Take your time and breathe in. Get a timer sometimes. Give yourself 2 minutes. 3 minutes max. You want to still keep that heart rate high. Breathe. This is not too heavy. So I'm gonna jump back into it a little bit quicker. But building up endurance, one step at a time, building up until you can slowly decrease your resting period. So your body's continuously burning. Stay in that zone. Fight for it. All right, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pulses. 8, 9, fight. 10. Create tension in my upper body too. I don't want the weight to just be fumbling around. I want to control the entire movement. How do I do that? I tense up my upper body, squeeze the weight together, create that tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Fight through it. It burns. But chase the burn. Endurance will never hurt you. Having high endurance is great. I'll tell you now, doing repetitions at this rate helps to burn. It's tougher to build if you ain't eating. If you're not eating, minimum of 4 meals a day. And you're ectomorph, or you're naturally skinny. You don't really have that much muscle tissue. You want to make sure you slow it down. Make sure you take the rest. Make sure you slow it down. And you gotta be eating consistently. When I say eating consistently, not eating only when you're hungry. You gotta get uncomfortable. Eating 2.5 hours, 3 hours on the dot. Now, if it's tough for you to get those meals in, slowly implementing eating softer food so you can get down quicker. What does that look like? I'm a fan of cream of rice, sweet potato. If I have chicken breast or chicken thighs, I cut it up real small with a scissor, then there like that. And I'm eating it almost like baby food. I'm able to just scoop it using a spoon, getting my meals down easier. I sometimes even blend my rice to where, or if I'm not, overly boil my rice, so it's almost like a mash. I'm able to get all my calories in faster by having my food softer. You know what I'm saying? And don't hesitate to get you probiotics or food enzymes. It helps to help you digest it a lot better. Sometimes people go through bloating in the beginning because your body's not used to having that much food. But as you continuously get used to it, you get better and better. All right, you want to try to get those meals in and continue on. I want you to be walking around with your food, making no excuses. If you don't have no food, you're not prepared. Don't go outside without having your food. The more consistent you are with having your food, the better your results and seeing your physique come into shape. You gotta be having your food. It's like trying to drive a car with no gas and expecting yourself to have a good joyride to somewhere long and distant. You make sure you get your oil change. With oil change, you making sure you stay hydrated. What's the gas? The food. How do you get your destination? It's with gas. Fuel yourself for the journey. Push yourself. Fight for that chicken. Let's get it. Last set. Hands here. As I get to the top of the movement, I'm thrusting my hips slightly. So let's get it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, my heels. Driving the dumbbells to my heels. Good job. Fight for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fight for it. Move diagonal in your steps, keeping the weight as tightly tucked into your body as possible. And you drive for the glory, all that chicken. Subscribe, like, show others. That's what you need to be doing. Let's get it.